Welcome back to the channel, and today another knife from this company which I reviewed a lot. I'm still saying this name wrong. I think Cangshan. I always say Cangshan, whatever, like Genghis Khan. So this one is J series high carbon X7 Damascus Santoku knife, 7-inch, made in China. I bought this knife for less than $50 on whatever Black Friday, Thanksgiving sale through Costco Next. If you have a Costco account, you can get to Cangshan website through Costco website, and you have some special, not everything from this company, unfortunately, with a discount, but you have some special products which you can buy for very good price tag. So this one's $50, and of course, let's open the box, let's take a look at the knife, and then ask ourselves a question. Is Cangshan with those upscale premium knives, is it somewhere close or better value than Shun? Let's take a look. So first of all, nice package. It comes wrapped, so it will be a nice gift. Inside there, another box, Cangshan, whatever, doesn't say beautiful function anymore, unfortunately. In there, care instructions, yes, don't eat this. We're less interested in the everything else, but we're interested in the knife. So this is how this knife comes, with wooden saya, whatever it's called, sheath. Let's take a look. First of all, wooden handle, different color sheath, something. I can't read this. I can't even tell if it's Chinese or Japanese. Sorry about that. Nothing on this side. Let's take a look at the knife. Here we go. Immediately, classical Japanese originated design for Santoku knife, right? And those type of knife designs in the kitchen, as you know, they are quite popular, right? And people kind of want this type of look. Shun makes them, of course, all the time, and a lot of Chinese companies, they kind of mimic the same design and give us those kind of products, saying, oh, it's cheaper but better. Is it cheaper? Yes. Is it better? We don't know. Let's take a look. So first of all, the knife looks pretty good, I should say. There's nothing describes the knife except of those things. I sorry can't not read them. There's nothing in English. Nothing tells us the brand. Nothing tells us the steel. Nothing tells us model number. Definitely not NSF certified because of the handle. Handle is something like a dark wood. I don't even know if it's a walnut, or I don't remember what they say on the package. So, but the wood looks nice, and the handle looks very nicely finished. Of course, it looks like it's a treated wood. Don't know the details. There's something like insert in the end of the handle. Again, I'm talking about construction here. I'm not sure what it is and what's inside, because it's not like a full tank with a rear bolster. We don't see the tank. Maybe again, I'm assuming that this there's a like a hidden tank inside the handle. There might be some kind of a screw or something which will make a tension or make this handle to kind of be stronger, not just the glue in here. And then that screw is just hidden behind this wooden insert, so we don't see it. I'm assuming that's the only reason to make this type of cap at the back of the handle. Otherwise, if it would be just the tank, glue, and polish the gap here, you don't need it. But if it's something here, that kind of tells me that something's going on inside the handle, and hopefully that's something going on there for good. So keep looking at the knife. Bolster, nicely made, nicely finished. No I don't know, no rough parts. Nice and simple transition from a bolster to the spine of the blade. Blade spine is chamfered, not, I shouldn't say rounded, but chamfered nicely, no rough edges here. This heel of the knife is actually not that bad. There's nothing rough here. I don't feel any, I don't know, burrs or unfinished areas. Very nice transition from the bolster to the blade itself. And let's look at the blade. So of course, we see the transition from the Damascus sides and to the core material. On both sides, pretty even. Again, it's not the main part as long as it's relatively straight. Let's look at the edge itself. So when I look at this edge, and I hope you will be able to see it through the camera, first thing which I see is that this sharpening portion is very wide. So what it tells me immediately, first of all, it's either thick behind the edge, or the sharpening angle is too acute, so it doesn't matter if it's thick or thin, those things become the sharpening portion becomes really wide. We'll measure that in a moment. So in general, I see the tip is fine, tip is made very well, but the heel is not sharpened all the way through. It's like they were sharpening and then took it off the sharpening system right before it finishes up at the heel itself. Heel is anyway pretty sharp, and the knife itself, it feels very sharp. I can tell. Don't actually do this if you don't know what you're doing. I'm very careful here. I don't feel any burr. Knife is definitely very sharp. I don't even need to test it, and again, that's not necessary here. So it will cut really well, but the only thing which concerns me is, of course, how thick it is behind the edge. And again, I said something about the tip. It's good, but in reality, it's not perfect. As you can see, the sharpening portion of the edge is very wide in this area, and it kind of thins out towards the tip, which means that the sharpening is a little bit asymmetrical at the tip area. So not perfect, I should say. Other than that, I don't see any issues with the knife. Good knife, good looking knife, decent construction, decent materials. Of course, we all know it's not Damascus, it's laminate from a construction point of view, because your cutting edge is actually a monosteel or some specific alloy. And by the way, they say X7 steel. Nobody knows what X7 steel is. They say it's better than VG10. Of course, they want to be compared to Shun. Again, another gimmick to criticize Cangshan here, because if that would be a steel which everybody knows is better than VG10, why don't put that steel type in your marketing materials and let the people know? Instead of that, they probably took some steel which is made in Japan, not in Japan, even maybe made in China, most likely. Something which is similar, at least not worse than VG10. It might be AUS10, it might be X9, X10, CR, something type of steel. Rename it into X7, heat treated relatively well, make a couple of tests saying it's better. Again, marketing. In reality, we're getting like unknown material and blah. So it's not everything yet about this knife. Let's quickly compare it to Shun and see if it kind of gives it up to the hype. So unfortunately, I have a Shun knife which is not absolutely direct competitor to this type of knife, but again, it's always good at least to have an impression. So this is a Shun Premier. It's a small premium line of Shun knives, but you can see, maybe you can tell the difference. So of course, with the more premium Shun knives, you get more interesting patterns here. I always like then you have some sort of information about the knife and the steel on the blade itself or anywhere on the knife. It's a little bit better. Of course, this one has a little bit more premium handle, but why am I comparing this? Let me give you some numbers. So this knife MSRP $250 on US market. I bought this one half off, so $125. Seriously, I bought this one on specific sale. I got it, and you can maybe catch this sale once a year too, so no big deal. This knife MSRP is 130 something, so it's even more than I paid for this knife. But I bought this knife for almost $50, a little bit less than $50. So that's why we're comparing. So if you have to pay full price for this knife, you can't catch a discount, sorry, and half the price of this knife. Then we compare them in a similar price category. Otherwise, of course, $50 versus $250. You don't even have to look at the features and all the small details, blah blah blah. This would be, of course, a way better value with again, for the regular user who just wants the Japanese style Damascus pattern knife and blah blah blah, so on. So that's how we compare those knives. But what I can tell, looking at the relatively strange edge here, it's not, I mean, it's very sharp, it's pretty good. This one is still way better. It's a way thinner edge. It's created way more precisely. It is so much better cutting knife than this. Basically, this one goes into that ultimate cutting performance category. This one is not yet there. It's like a regular cutting knife with this edge. Yes, it is sharp. Yes, it will work very well. It will be probably way better than most of people everywhere on the planet have in the kitchen, but not yet there. Sorry, again, if you're comparing price-wise, very tough choice. Only if you can get those on discounts, I say go for it. If you can wait and get Shun with a good discount, better go for Shun still. Sorry, Cangshan, I love your knife. I think a lot of knives which you make are very good, very highly value and competitive features and pricing. This one is good, but not that good. And finally, let's I'll give you some numbers. So this knife being big, it actually feels light in the hand. It feels very controllable. Big handle, doesn't feel too big. Wide blade, I feel very comfortable with this knife. I cooked a few times with that and then I put it back on the shelf because I think it will be a very good gift. I don't really need it, but it's one of the most enjoyable knives which I used by cooking. This knife, I didn't cook with that. Again, everything I'm telling here is my first impressions from just unboxing this and comparing this one. It feels a little heavy in the hand. Balance, I didn't show you the balance. Right here, good balance. This one, a little bit handle heavy, even with the bigger blade. But anyway, good balance. So what I think is a little excessive here, and let me try to measure that. So we are talking about 1.9, yeah, millimeters of the spine. It's okay, but the edge itself, behind the edge, how thin it is. It's not too bad. It's 0.3. It's pretty good. But with that angle, and I think Cangshan is making them like 15 degrees per side, it's angle which concerns me. And by the way, this knife will be 1.8, 1.8. So it's a little bit thinner knife. Seriously, you can't even tell. Just its difference is like 0.1, 0.2 millimeters. This one's a little thicker. That's probably what makes it a little heavier, that extra weight of the blade. But from the thickness behind the edge point of view, this is unbelievable. It's like nothing. It's almost like a zero. Can't even measure how thin this knife is. So here we go. Maybe if you still like the numbers, let's try to get the weight on them. Come on. Let's get the weight. No, sorry, it's dead. My scale is dead. Wow. Oh no, it's not. It's not dead. Let's okay, 0. This knife will be 188 grams. This knife will be, I bet it will be a little bit more, 214. Yep, come on. Yeah, I think I just touched this one. Give me 0. Give me 0 back. Come on, come on, come on. Whatever. 214 is the is a little bit heavier in general, but it feels lighter, being bigger knife in the hand rather than this one. Strange. And then finally, let's get back to the box. Shun always come with a very simple box, but this one is pretty nice from a gifting point of view. This sheath is magnetic, so as you can see, it has some magnets, and they hold it somehow. I can actually snap it off if I want to, like shake it off. My recommendation stays the same. If you can avoid using any hard sheath like wooden or plastic on your knife, please don't do that. Only use them if it's absolutely necessary for you. Use some either sheath which is leather, or the plastic which doesn't rattle, the plastic which kind of holds the edge and knife doesn't move in there. Because if your knife rattles inside the drawer or when you transport it inside the sheath, you are damaging this edge, and this is a very actually sharp edge and will be easily damaged regardless of the steel. So that's my maybe final conclusion on the knife from this review. I bought this knife not for myself. This one is a gift to a person. I hope he and his wife, they will appreciate using this knife. It's not that big, it's not that heavy, it looks good, nice handle, nice steel, and it didn't cost me too much to get this knife for them as a gift. Nice box. So again, if you can get those knives with a discount from MSRP, half off or even more what I paid for this knife, it's pretty good. If you can spend over $100 and you want a little bit more premium knife, better go for Shun. All right. Thank you, Cangshan. Thank you, Koska. Thank you, Shun. Thank you all for staying with me through this review. There will be way more knives on my channel. Still have a pile to go through and work through some videos which I already filmed. Ask me questions. Stay tuned with the knife discounts if you're interested yourself, or if you want me to give you those discounts. I didn't want to do that because all of those discounts are very time sensitive. By the time, for example, I get home from my work, from my business trip, and can get to filming and posting the videos, they are most likely gone. They are gone within the days or weeks and so on. That's why I don't really do that and don't kind of push on you, okay, you can get this knife for this much money right now, because most likely by the time I will be able to upload that video, it's already gone. Sorry, I'm not investing too much of my personal time into promoting that. I'm mostly interested in knife designs, knife quality, materials, history, and of course all the working features on top of them once I get to the knife itself. And I'm sharing that with you. I'm less trying to be influencer for the brands in general. I'm not trying to do that. I never ask those brands to sponsor me and so on. Just giving my honest opinion. Sometimes I know you don't like what I'm saying, but that's what I am. That's what I see. If I see the good knife in front of me, I'm saying yes, it's a good knife. If I see bad knife in front of me, I'm saying it's a bad knife. If I see something which is done not good, which could be done better, again, I'm saying it's a good knife, but edges a little bit off and blah blah blah. Yes, I have those knives as well. So one more time, thank you for watching. We'll talk again.